Howdy, howdy, they call me the Hoff, and welcome back. I'm trying to do a thing. It's gonna be a cool thing.
I'm eating frozen Greek yogurt.
It's not frozen yogurt.
I said frozen Greek yogurt.
It's literally just yogurt that's been frozen. It's different. It's cooler.
Oh, cold.
Well, frozen things do that.
Oh my god. Cold. Ow.
I like how it's just kind of floating.
Small key.
Yeah, that's what small keys look like.
What she said.
Oh! To who?
Blink.
Aliens.
That's why there's not many elves.
Hylian.
I don't understand.
The race. They're Hylian. They're not elves. We discussed this tonight.
What are you talking about? That was like 5 nights ago.
That's not how this works, and everybody knows it.
The legend knows it.
Hi, legend. Still hanging out? Still sticking around? Sticking through the good times? Still gonna be around for the bad times? Because there's gonna be bad times, I'm sure of it. Just entire episodes where I have fucking nothing to say. Yeah.
Like a half a second lag on the monitor.
Yeah. Like the lag between the TV I'm looking at and the monitor that is showing my recording feed is like just too far to actually be able to play off.
That's a decent monitor though. How many inches is it?
23?
23? The problem is that, like, I would have preferred, like, a matte screen like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I could not find one with a connection that would have worked. You can't find a matte screen with, like, a DVI.
No?
No, I tried.
Huh.
Because that Samsung laptop that I have, that I let you borrow, I intentionally got that because no one goes for Samsung intentionally.
No?
Because their customer service is the worst in the world. Anyway, so...
Hi, Samsung. If you're watching, a rave review is just a paycheck away.
But I intentionally got that one because of the matte screen. Because it's so hard to find a laptop with a matte screen.
Okay. That makes sense.
So...
Glares are real dumb. I don't like them.
Which is why I didn't spend the money to go more, because, like, LED is the thing, obviously, now.
Right.
Plus, like, with this TV, like, it's LED lit, but it's not LED. It's not. The bulb isn't.
So what type of TV are we looking at right now?
I don't know, it's like a 50-inch non-branded, because they're not paying us. Vizio.
Alright, Vizio, you heard it. We'll say real nice things about you.
This is a replacement, though.
Oh, is it?
The first one, it is. But I will say this for Vizio. I messaged them once, and I never once called them. I messaged them once, told them the problem I was having. They told me to do a, like, factory reset, basically, because that's what TVs have now. Factory reset, and then installed the updates again.
Okay.
And they said it took back a week later if it was doing the same thing, and basically it was just freezing.
Okay.
The audio would continue, but the picture would freeze and be all pixelated. I basically messaged them back then a week later and was like, hey, it's still doing this thing. And they're like, okay. So what time would be best for them to come back out and help you? So I told them, and they're like, okay. And they hired some third-party company that came out, set up the new TV, plugged everything in, packed up the old one in the box, and took it away.
Huh.
Flawless. The only form of payment I had I didn't have any cash. The only form of a tip, so I gave them bottles of wine because I make wine.
Oh,
I gave them bottles of wine. But, like, I can say that, like, they did have a product of mine that failed. However, they stood right behind it and immediately replaced it. Which is interesting, and not something you're used to seeing in any product. When you buy something, you just assume you're screwed. But they actually stood behind their product, so I was actually kind of very impressed. That's not what you're used to seeing.
Right.
There was no fee for anything. I kept waiting for there to be like a $20 or $30, $50 like shipping fee. Nope. Nothing. They were like, okay, no, we just wanted to make sure this is the problem that was... And there's been no problem with this TV. Sometimes it has a little bit of a funny thing, but I have blamed that on the cable, on the cable box.
Yeah, my TV, I have a TV from the same company that's a different model line. Like, mine is a lower end TV than yours is, but I never have that issue on mine.
No, for the price, it's an amazing television.
Right. It's real pretty. I know, like, none of what we're, like, we could be looking at a 20-year-old CRT for all they know, and it looks the same to them. But
no, like, I have their lowest version of their E-series that you have.
Yeah.
Is, as far as, like, picture-to-picture brightness and everything.
Yeah.
It's so much on par with other things that it's silly to spend $1,000 on.
Like, what the difference between what I have and what you have isn't a matter of picture quality, it's features.
Right. Like, I love my remote.
Yeah. You have a full QWERTY keyboard on the back of your remote. I don't have that.
And just access straight to the Netflix and Amazon, which you may have.
Yeah, I have that.
You have that. But...
Which I'm still getting... I still, like, load up my Netflix app on my Xbox.
I wonder if that remote works on your TV. It probably does. I would assume it does.
Probably. I could probably go to their website and buy your remote.
Amazon. From their button. But anyway, no, I'm perfectly happy with the TV. Because the other problem, so this is the thing. We were looking at the next level up, the P series of this. But the problem with the P series is, so we have a sound shelf from Sony. Which does actually an amazing job and is better than Bose from our opinion. Because I was going to get a Bose sound shelf thing to put the TV on. Because it just has 2 drivers and then a couple of subs at the bottom. But it does a pretty amazing job with faking surround sound. And we live in a high rise, so we can't get too loud anyway. But this way you're not rattling anything on the floor, vibrating, and annoying neighbors. Anyway, so we needed a TV that
so this is
sat
fun.
on a pedestal. Yeah, it's basically like a... yeah. Whee! Whee!
Why is Link not going wee?
It would have been more fun if he had taken his shield off and was riding his shield.
Wee, you! No, the snowboarding comes later.
So...
I wish I was joking.
We needed something that was a pedestal, and the next level up for this... which is only a couple hundred more, but offers, it's 2K, so it's between the 1080 and the 4K.
Yeah.
4K.
I still can't really, like, I don't know, sacrilege, but I don't really see the difference between like 1080 and a 4K. But I played with my TV that I used for like 10 years maxed out at 480. So,
right.
Like, So, people gave me all sorts of shit because, like, you don't even have an actual HD TV. I'm like, nah, but my stereo kicks ass.
so we were looking at TVs that would fit with this, and the problem is a lot of TVs have, instead of that center pedestal, especially when you get up to 50-inch like this one, they have 2 on the sides that extend out instead of 1 in the middle.
Oh yeah, that's how mine is.
And you couldn't have this sound thing.
Right, it wouldn't fit.
Right, it wouldn't fit. So that was something we had to work around, and we just got lucky that because my TV that I use as a monitor,
right,
or the 28-inch thing behind us that I use as a monitor, is the same brand, and it has worked flawlessly. So we just trusted it, and it's been a good investment. Basically, I'd buy it again.
Right. Okay, well, that's not what I was trying to go to, I guess. I didn't want to pick that. Okay.
This frozen yogurt, this yogurt Greek frozen thing is taking a lot more work than I was expecting.
Well, right, that's part of the
half
point.
I still want pizza.
Oh, dude,
Jesus.
me too.
Oh my god, pizza sounds amazing.
Freaking manna from the heavens, man.
I'm not quite drunk enough to talk either one of us into getting it.
Whoa, that and it's pretty late. Like,
We live next to Manhattan.
I mean, that's true.
Domino's always delivers.
Oh man.
Oh god, the calories.
On that end, you need to like buy Domino's.
But it even the little stuff.
Hey, Domino's, if you're watching.
But I will not buy a Chevy Sonic.
Yeah, Chevy, that's the line. We both really enjoyed our Mustangs, so there really isn't much you can do. Except maybe 3 Corvettes.
So
Matching.
Matching.
Not matching, I mean, mine would be red, because red is the correct color for a car.
Well, red's correct color for a Corvette too, or black. That new Stingray
Right.
and black would look pretty good.
Yeah.
But
That said, we can discuss that next time.